And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George.
Okay, thank you very much. As you can tell, there's no studio audience tonight. We have a very special hot seat for you tonight. Get everybody into the front room or wherever you watch television. Get everybody around the TV set. Call all your friends. Have them tune on Channel 56 right now, because this is a very spectacular hot seat. We've jammed together some of the most exciting moments from the past couple of years of hot seat, and you're going to see it all happen in this hour. Only person I have on the show with me tonight, my good friend, the one and only David Kennedy.
David is here.
David.
Yeah.
Listen,
This is weird here. No audience, no guests. I can't believe it.
no Wally chant.
Yeah. What are you going to, nobody to throw out. What are you going to do?
David, if I get in the mood tonight, do you mind if I throw you off?
If you absolutely have to. I know it's kind of a thing with you to throw somebody out. If you have to, you can throw me out. The only thing is, nobody here to take me out. You'll have to carry me.
Okay. Now listen, we got some wild things tonight. Starting off the program, we're going to have some people who talk to us about the issues, and some of them were very bombastic. Do you remember?
We had some good ones, yeah.
For example, do you remember a guy named Eugene Dougherty?
Oh, sure.
He really yelled at me.
On the raping.
Yeah, he said that prostitutes can be raped.
Yeah, right.
And I argued about that. Let's watch.
Okay,
All right,
first I want to...
Hold on, Eugene. You can see that you received a wild, enthusiastic reception here.
I didn't come for that. I came because what you said on television, which I think makes you a very sick, egotistical, self-centered program. Any talk show host who has got the audience that you have, the viewers that you have, they'll get on television and, I quote, unquote, say that it's all right for a prostitute to be raped, sodomized, and beaten is a very sick, sick man.
Just a minute, sicko. Hold on.
You said it. You said it. You're very sick. You need help.
Hey, listen to me, linoleum head.
Do you know what rape is?
Let me answer you. Let me answer you. You are misquoting me.
No, that's what you said. Look at your videotape, jerk.
Here's what...
Just look at your videotape. And even if what you said, even if what you said is right, you're still wrong. Any woman, whether she be a prostitute, a married woman, single girl, whether she was raped or not, she has the right to make a complaint.
Now, hold on a minute. Let me tell you exactly what I said. Now, you hold it till I answer you.
No, you go ahead.
And then maybe if you have brains enough, you can answer me back, which I doubt. Hold on. Here's exactly what I said. Now, for those of you around the country who don't know what we're talking about, there was a prostitute here in Los Angeles who accepted money from a customer. And once she got into his car, she accepted the money. That made her ready for action, right? Now, he paid her $30, and then she said that he did more than she wanted. Well, that's tough. I say this. Once a prostitute accepts money from a client, she can never claim she was raped, right?
We can talk about abortion all day long, all right? It's been talked, it's been banged against the wall. I think it's the American Holocaust.
Yeah,
I think we're killing innocent human beings, but that has nothing to do with it. I do resent the fact that I have to spend my taxpayer bucks, taxpayer money, to pay for abortions. That is wrong.
And I got to tell you, Mort, I resent you coming up here, supposedly an intelligent man, and drawing a moral equivalency between what happened in Nazi Germany with the Holocaust, where 12 million individuals were killed, and comparing that to...
Let me tell you why I got it that way, Bruce, all right? Fetus is a human being. Have you ever known a fetus inside of a woman to come out as a cow, or a pig, or a dog? It's always come out as a human being.
I've got to answer.
I resent you saying that about the Holocaust, because it's exactly that, and he has every right to compare it, because Hitler killed millions of Jews in ovens, and abortionists are killing millions of human babies. June, the gays have got to accept the responsibility for the spread of this dreadful, horrifying disease, and you know that.
Wally, you know what I feel sad about? I feel sad about the fact that there are many gays that have been born genetically gay and have been very I'll wait. And have been very unhappy with their lot in life.
Let me tell you right now.
And it's very sick for anybody. If they had cancer, if they were... Remember what we used to do to the lepers? Do you remember that? We used to cast them off. We put them off. We wouldn't go near them. When we heard somebody had cancer, we wouldn't go anywhere near them.
I say
We're doing the same thing.
June, let me stop you right there. I don't believe a word you're saying. I do not believe anybody is born genetically gay. I say
if they weren't, they would have no choice.
Are homosexuals because they choose to be homosexual. You have joined, I see, once again, you've joined the lynch mob out to destroy one of the greatest presidents we've ever had in this country, Ronald Reagan. You want to destroy that man, and I say it's sick. What do you say?
Wally, I don't have to help a fool make a fool of himself. Ronald Reagan has done it to himself.
By the time we finish this interview, go look in the mirror and you'll see a perfect image of a fool.
I'll never see the image because I don't have a picture of Ronald Reagan.
Listen.
Walking around, you got Ronald Reagan running around talking about, oh, I didn't know. He's so dang old that brain doesn't function anymore. He don't know himself.
Now wait a minute. You see?
Yeah.
You see, just like Ronald Reagan said, he said that the sharks are circling in the water because they smell blood. You know what?
If you don't want your blood to be attracting sharks, stay out of the water.
Now wait a minute. John.
Stay out of the water.
Hold on, John. You know what? Ronald Reagan has been doing a great job for 6 years.
A great job deceiving the American people. A great job deceiving the American people, just like he got you snowed.
Oh, I know damn well that...
You're wrong.
Wait till I haven't said it yet. I know damn well that there are many potential murderers. If they knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that they would go to the gas chamber positively, absolutely, if they committed that murder, that would deter many murderers, wouldn't it?
No. Jeff, never mind the one shot, the one-time murderer who maybe does it in passion. You mean you're against even putting to death these butchers? These, no matter how heinous the crime, how many people they kill over how long a period of time?
Well, the thing
that's premeditated.
Well, the thing about it you got to understand is the people like that, David, they're psycho. They have no concept, there's no touch with reality.
I don't care.
Wait a second.
No, they're animals.
I'm talking to David.
I don't care.
I'm talking to
you.
Well, I'm talking. He asked me.
I don't care.
I'm talking to David.
Next up, we have Hot Seat's favorite, most bizarre guest, Rudy Krause.
Okay.
Rudy, tonight I understand you're taking on the First Lady of the nation.
That's right,
Now,
Nancy
Rudy,
Reagan.
Rudy, I cannot believe you. I heard you backstage. Can you believe? Rudy Krause says that Nancy Reagan, our First Lady, is a hypocrite.
That's right.
Now, wait a minute. Rudy, how can you say that about our great First Lady, Nancy Reagan? Why do you call her a hypocrite?
Okay, it's very simple. Nancy Reagan has started this Just Say No program.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with a Just Say No program, but Nancy Reagan just saying no is not psychologically effective to the younger generation. Maybe someone like Berlin saying, no more drugs. Don't tell me that you love me while you're flying away. No more drugs. Don't think that you can lie to me night and day. No more drugs. No more drugs.
There he is, the incomparable Rudy Krause.
That guy is such a screwball. You know, he's so screwy, he's even interesting off camera.
He's become famous for being on Hot
Yeah, he
Seat.
is, I know.
Now, we can't, David, and folks at home, we cannot ever overlook the incident that really made Hot Seat internationally known.
I don't think Blaze had that in mind when he did this. But good old Blaze Von Payne, I like him.
He set this show on fire. He really did.
Underway.
This scene that you're about to see has been seen on practically every television station, not only in the country, but all over the world. Watch Blaze Von Payne.
That one old Marine told them that they didn't even know where they were going. They didn't know the difference between Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia.
Hey, wait
they
a
didn't
minute.
know
Can
the
I
difference
start the
between
interview going?
Nicaragua. They didn't know where Guatemala was.
Hey, wait a minute.
And they're going to die there.
Wait a minute.
They're going to die in Central America.
Wally, let you and I have our own show here.
To a charlatan like this, they listened to him.
Now, wait a
and
minute.
they cheered, and they went on like that. Now, remember that an old Marine told you that you were going to die. You are not coming back from Central America
wait a minute.
alive. You will come back dead. Don't forget it.
Wally.
The Marine Corps told you that. Remember that.
Hey, listen to me.
I don't listen to you. I've heard enough of you already. I'm telling you, I'm telling these young people.
This is my show, and if you don't knock it up, I'm throwing you off personally.
Is that
Now, do you
so?
hear that, Marine buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Listen.
America is still #1, Pohnpayne. Well, there's a pacifist for you, David.
I'll never forget that one. You know, as they say, a militant pacifist.
Who would believe that? This pacifist comes on and says no violence, and then he practically destroys our set. But I'll forgive him, David.
So will I.
Because he set
You
our
better
show on
believe it,
fire.
yeah.
So we'll thank him for that. Hey, we got some surprises coming up. We're going to show you some things you've probably never seen before. Right after this. Stay with us. Welcome back. I'm Wally George, and of course, this is Hot Seat, a very special Hot Seat. In case you just joined us, we are showing you things that are very exciting. Some of the excerpts of past shows that maybe you haven't seen before. If you have seen them, I know you'll want to see them again. And David, you know, here's something that's going to be very exciting. As you probably know, I did a lot of television shows all over the country. Yeah. And do you remember the incident when I was on the Phil Donahue show?
Oh, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You called him a jerk or something like that, got up and walked off the show. I couldn't believe it.
In case you didn't see that, you're going to see it right now. Phil Donahue.
Could you please tell me what the average age of your audiences are? Because I don't think I'd want to.
The average age of the audience that I have in Los Angeles and now across the country are college kids who strongly support whatever I say. Strongly support.
Yeah,
well, we'll forgive them because of their youth.
I disagree with anybody in this audience who's called these people gentlemen. I think that you ought to be able to be controversial without screaming and without name-calling and being discourteous to your audience.
I'll say I'm a college student. I think you're full of beef.
Hey, Phil, hold on, Phil, hold on. I've had enough of this. I've had enough.
Are you going to walk off, Wally?
I'm going back to California.
Shake hands, Wally. Just a handshake, Wally. Wally George, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back in just...
That was all right.
I did it, you know. And Phil Donahue came back and says, nobody has ever walked off my show before.
I
and
bet
I said,
he was surprised.
They have now, Phil. Hey, you know what? I had a great thrill, David. I did a special with Bill Cosby on NBC, and it was a special about rock and roll music. And, of course, I was very much against that, of course. And I had some comments about it, and here's what I had to say.
It's the lyrics that are causing all of the problems.
That's ridiculous.
It's garbage.
Rock musicians tell stories.
I'd take all of those punks and lock them up for the rest of their lives.
Okay. Bill Cosby.
Well, you're an authority on rock and roll music.
Oh, of course, I know everything about that. PM Magazine brought their cameras down here, remember? PM Magazine came down one day and they asked me all kinds of questions. Watch.
I've seen some signs that say Wally George for president. How serious is that?
Listen, I would, if I thought there was a chance, I'd do it like that. You know, I'd be great with Andre Gromyko. Hey, you jerk, get out of here. It'd be terrific. Then America needs a president like that. Some of my comments, David, on PM Magazine.
Yeah, that was a good one. There's a great shot on you on Entertainment Tonight. Let's take a look at that one.
I'd like you to say, yeah, that was a very good segment.
Yeah.
Entertainment Tonight, watch. It's been 20 years since somebody has gotten on the air and been mean and nasty when they should be mean and nasty.
As Entertainment Tonight turns the tables on Thursday, March 1st, 1984.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Mary Hart has a couple days off. I'm Dixie Watley.
And I'm Ron Hendren. For years, television talk shows have been built around chats with movie stars, writers on the book circuit, jokes from comedians, then perhaps a song. Wally George, a man who sees himself as a more forceful host, has set out to change all that. Gene Wolfe reports.
And now, here he is, that hard-hitting and award-winning conservative voice of television, Wally George.
It's been 20 years since somebody has gotten on the air and been mean and nasty when they should be mean and nasty, who will really say what he thinks.
All right, Wally, our first guest on the hot seat tonight is a gentleman whose organization
Well, I would question gentlemen. I would just call him guests.
But national conservative leaders disavow any association with George.
What he reminds me of is a Norman Lear sitcom designed to discredit or destroy the conservative movement.
John Lofton is a columnist for the Washington Times and an editor of Conservative Digest magazine.
I just behave the way I want to behave, the way I really feel. Now, people say, you get on the air and you scream at people, you toss them off the air, you call them jerks, you call them idiots, you call them fatheads. Well, I do that in everyday life.
What about respect for the guest? What about respect for the other fellow's opinion?
I give my guests all the respect they deserve.
When my wife and I have guests in our house, we do treat them with dignity and respect.
If you deserve dignity, you'll get dignity. Now, earn your dignity before...
You already...
I have read your biography, and believe me, friend, you deserve no respect or dignity on this show or any show.
Mr. George is sort of a loudmouth, boorish, Don Rickles without any of Mr. Rickles' redeeming social graces.
I put them on the air so they can expose themselves for what they really are. A bunch of jerks. That's why I put them on. I want them to reveal themselves for what they really are. I strip these people naked before the entire nation.
Now that your show is about to go national, will there be changes?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I spoke to someone at Metro Media, and they said, let me give you one piece of advice. People are going to come to you and say, you got to change this, you can't do this, you can't do that, Wally. He said, don't listen to them. Be exactly as you are, and I intend to be.
I think the show is going to evolve. I think that it's one thing to do a local show in a local station, and I think when the show is seen nationally, I think there's obviously got to be more pressure and more attention paid to how the show is produced, and I think it will be.
Let's build a giant wall made of barbed wire and keep them all out of here.
All theater, all sound and fury signifying nothing. He strikes me as an uninformed, loudmouth demagogue who unfortunately seems to be the kind of person who is bound to make it big on television.
Okay. All right. John Loffman doesn't like me too much. Only the people love Wally. Okay. You know, I got to thank Fred Silverman and, of course, Alan Thicke for the great national exposure they gave me.
The old Alan Thicke show. You were on that show for 17 weeks, wasn't it?
That's right, coast to coast.
Practically a regular.
All over the country. And many of you maybe didn't see me when I did the Alan Thicke show. So let's go back a couple of years, and here's Alan about to introduce me right here.
All right, here's the conservative's friend. And I am required, I think, by law, at least the MGM lawyers, to warn you that his thinking does not represent MGM, Metro Media, this station, or anybody else who thinks necessarily. It's just he's on his own here. Now, this is Wally George.
Enough of this frivolity. We got to get serious now, right, gang?
I think, Wally, it sounds as though you have more support in this audience tonight than you usually have, or than possibly more than you're entitled to. And that means have you brought some of your people, Wally, from the hut?
All great Americans are my people, okay?
What are your people up to tonight?
We have to get serious. Now, I'm sick and tired of idiots like Gary Hart. I mean, who are running around saying, we've got to appease the Russians. We've got to have less missiles. We've got to have nuclear freeze talks. All this. We have to forget it, Charlie. We are not going to appease those Russians anymore. I'm sick and tired of us running around like Peanuts Carter used to do, being scared of what the Russians are going to do. Let's say, hey, we are against any nuclear disarmament. We're going to build up our missiles because Russia only understands strength, my friends. I mean strength. We have a president now who should say to the Russian leaders, we're not going to be intimidated by you anymore. We are going to get stronger than we are now, and you just try something and we'll blow you off the face of the earth. What do you think? All right. It's about time we started being strong for a change.
What do you say to the people who say, okay, Wally, but the Russians may blow us right back?
They won't. History proves... Well, hold on.
Then there's nothing to worry about, folks.
Listen to me. History proves Russia only understands strength. When have you ever heard of a country being overrun when they were too strong? Only when they were too weak. And that's what the liberals are trying to do, weaken this country so we'll be ready for a Russian takeover. What? And the other thing is, I'm sick and tired about the liberals talking about handgun control. No handgun control. Any citizen should be able to have a handgun so they can protect their families. And I'll tell you, when you have handgun control, when you ban handguns, the only people who will not have guns are the law-abiding citizens like you and me. Am I right?
We'll see about that. We'll come back with Wally in just a moment. Is that all right?
Why don't you learn to say what you think, Wally? Instead of beating around the bush.
One thing that I lacked on the Alan Thicke show is I was so quiet.
Yeah.
You know, I never. Okay, I once again want to thank Alan Thicke personally and Fred Silverman, the producer of Thicke of the Night, for the marvelous exposure they gave me all over America. Alan, I'm proud of you with the great show you're doing now on ABC, Growing Pains. Alan's a big star on that. We'll be right back with some great surprises coming up. Stay where you are. Don't go away.
Keno's Restaurant and Bakery. Keno's welcomes you with a friendly atmosphere, great service, food cooked to your taste, and a relaxing lounge. Enjoy Keno's famous buttermilk pancakes, sumptuous salads, delicious specialties, and fantastic desserts from Keno's Bakery. Keno's is the place for you, featuring 24-hour low prices and daily specials. Keno's Restaurant and Lounge on La Palma at Magnolia in Anaheim, on La Palma at Imperial Highway, Anaheim Hills, and off the 55 freeway at McFadden in Tustin.
Well, we're back. Thank you very much. Wally George here with Hot Seat, a very special edition tonight. Hope you're all watching and calling your friends to tell them to tune on 56 right now. Lots more to come. Well, David, we talk about everything on Hot Seat, as you know. We talk about sex, don't we?
Yeah,
quite a bit.
We had quite a few programs on sex.
Yeah?
You know, it seems like that usually Renee Vickery was on when we were talking about it for some reason or other.
Yeah, Renee Vickery. And here she is right now, as a matter of fact, to start off this segment, talking about her tanning salon. Here's Renee Vickery.
Well, Wally, I don't. She wears a suit. I wear a bathing suit. I wear a bathing suit.
Hey, who is this girl that's here next to you?
She's the one that works at the front desk with me. And she shows the men. She shows the men and the women how to turn on the machine, where to put the lotion.
I'm sure she tells the men how to turn on, right?
I wear a swimsuit. I wear a swimsuit. You want to see your tan lines?
You wear a swimsuit?
I wear a swimsuit. Want to see my tan lines? Can I show my tan lines? Just a peek. Just a peek.
Understand that you also are in favor of couples getting involved in swinging parties. Swinging.
Well, Wally, I feel nothing's wrong with that.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I think that everybody should be able to live. I believe that everybody should have their sexual fantasies. I mean, you know, you should be able to continue having your sensual fantasies with me, master. It's a free world, Wally.
Also is a moral country. We have to have a moral code. And I say, when you stand in front of God and you pledge your love and you get married, then I say you give up all of that fooling around and you stay with the person you married. Isn't that right?
To loosen up a little bit, Wally. Wally, I'm going to take you to France. I'm going to pay for a ticket for you, and I'm going to take you to France and give you warm, hot massages. And you know what else I'm going to give you? Your favorite drink, apple boysenberry juice.
Charlie, are you married? Are you married?
Wally, I'm waiting for you.
No, but if you do get married soon,
it'll be you.
But no, without me, would you have an open marriage if you got married?
Well, not if it was with you, Wally. I would just be totally devoted just to you.
Charlie. Okay, now it's time for our final guest on the hot seat. David, introduce her, if you will.
Okay, next up tonight we have actress and former Miss Louisiana, Rhonda Shear.
Rhonda Shear is here. Okay. All right. Hold it. Rhonda Shearer. Okay.
Yes, Wally George.
Hold it, everybody. Now, you are an actress, and you're a model. You're former Miss Louisiana. Now, you are here to complain to me that many girls have to suffer from sexual harassment on the job. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Sexual harassment on the job. Sexual harassment on the job. Harass is to be annoyed or disturbed persistently. And then the sexual harassers are considered by their peers to be virile, victorious studs. Like yourself, Wally.
Wait a minute. Hey, let me say this. Wait a minute.
I've been a victim.
Wait a minute.
I've been a victim.
She feels a victim. When she walks around like that, she's asking to be sexually harassed. Wait, Rhonda.
Wait, excuse me. May I speak?
Wait, hold it. Rhonda, if you and people like you don't want to be sexually harassed, why do you walk around half naked, huh?
Wally, it has nothing to do. I was harassed as a student. I've been harassed as an actress. I ran for public office. I was harassed. My experience, my ability should have nothing to do with what I wear.
God gave everybody a body. God gave everybody a body. And I think that if he didn't want people to see, and if he didn't want you to beautify those parts of your body, he would have covered them up, or he would have not put them there. Wally, you've got a nice body. Isn't that what you say all the time?
Wally?
Hey.
They would ban nude beaches forever if Wally went on.
Do I take it that you deliver strippergrams?
I sure do.
So she may be at your door.
I saw... Let me ask this. I saw an ad for your a company. Hold it down. I saw an ad for your company called Expertise, and I couldn't believe the ad. It was for Valentine's Day, and the ad said, for Expertise, for Valentine's Day, David, play Cupid, order your sweetheart a stripping telegram. Yeah. Hey, what kind of pervert would want to receive a stripping? Why you decided to get into this business? Why?
I got into it about 3 years ago. My girlfriend introduced me, and I love it. I meet a lot of nice guys like these guys.
Well, when you go out and you do a strippergram, when you go out and you do a strippergram thing in front of a guy, I mean, don't you feel embarrassed doing what you do? I think it's very degrading. It's very... Do they have no pride? Do they have no modesty?
Does any program have prettier or sexier female guests than we have?
Yes, but they're sick. They should have more modesty. Hey, we got a couple of very, very, very interesting things coming up for you. Stay right where you are. Don't go away. A very special edition of Hot Seat. Of course, next week we'll be back with our normal show. We'll have our live studio audience and all that kind of stuff. But I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm having a lot of fun watching this.
Oh, this is great. You know, no highlight show is going to be complete without you singing.
Okay. Now, a couple of years ago, on our Christmas show, I unveiled my first record album, the Wally album.
Yeah.
And you remember, I lip-synced the song along with the studio audience.
And it turned out great.
Are we
going to see that?
Let's watch it.
Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go and see your show. Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go.
Now, I'm the man on your TV exposing the liberal conspiracy. Better dead than red. That's my lifelong cry. So I get them on my hot seat and I watch them fry.
Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go and see your show. Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go.
Hey, Mondale, Fonda, and you liberal loonies, better pack your bags and join the Moonies. Us God-fearing people still have a choice. No one will silence this conservative voice.
Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go and see your show. Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go.
The gays, the punks, the heavy metal craze. Take a hike, scum. You've seen your last days. There's a new fad, and it's here to stay. They call it love for the USA.
Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go and see your show. Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go. Wally, Wally, whoa, whoa, we gotta go.
Monday night for 3 hours on KLAC 57 AM, Monday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. for the Wally George Great American Radio Show. You can call me on the phone for 3 hours. We'll talk together, and I'll be interviewing newsmakers of the day. Join me every Monday night from 7 until 10 p.m. on that great station, KLAC 57 on the AM dial. See you Monday night at 7. Thank you. Okay, we had a lot of characters, David, visit our show, including raunchy Rick Dees.
Yeah, you ought to remember this one. You got a pie in the face before it was over.
Yeah, don't remind me. Watch.
All right, that's enough. You know, I've done a little research. I didn't just come on the hot seat because I wanted to be here. I've done a little research on this guy, and there's a couple of things I think you ought to know, I think they ought to know about your past. And I just happen to have...
Listen, there is nobody...
Couple of things.
There is nobody that... Hold on. You don't have notes on this program. Let me tell you something.
No, wait a minute. You stay right where you are. You stay right where you are.
You don't have notes on my program. I'm the only... You get that thing out of here.
No way, man.